Going over to the business blunder of the day, you have the Dollar Tree. Well, their cinnamon has lead contamination, as well as cinnamon at other stores. This comes to us thanks to the New York Post specifically. They actually also gathered their data from the Associated Press. They say, "quote FDA warns about more ground cinnamon tainted with lead." There you see up close pictures of that cinnamon. They say, "quote The Food and Drug Administration has issued its third alert of the year, adding at least 10 types of packaged ground cinnamon sold at popular outlets such as Dollar Tree, Patel Brothers, and Euro grocery stores in 7 states. The FDA has recommended the companies recall the products. In the meantime, consumers should throw away and avoid buying these ground cinnamon products." Thankfully, it looks like we're a little bit ahead of the issue, or ahead of the, so to say. They report that no illnesses has been reported in connection of these products thus far. Now, looks like how much lead was found. They said testing by state programs confirmed the FDA found levels of lead ranging from a little over 2 parts per million and 7 parts per million in most of the spices. The El Servidor, or El Servidor, spelled Servidor, was found to have lead contamination of 20 parts per million. That's far worse than 2,000 to 5,000 parts per million detected in ground cinnamon in pouches of Wanabana and other brands of cinnamon apple puree that's taken about 500 children at the start of the year. Now, trying to see if they give the names of every single. It looks like that is the names of specific, brands of those. So I guess there's not as many of the off-label brands. There's not as many of those, because again, like most products you have the store, you have the original product, or the most popular name, then the store brand. Like Walmart has great value. Now, this case, I guess in terms of the consumption, it's thankfully that no children have been affected. Obviously, the younger you are, the more you are affected, pretty much by every environmental thing as well. And in this case, lead especially. And I'm pretty sure it's probably not a popular condiment or cinnamon to use with children's foods. So thankfully, no especially child injuries have been reported this time. But definitely another great example of having to stay on your toes, especially when it comes to food consumption, and in this case, spice consumption. Thankfully, no one's been detrimentally hurt. But again, it's a heavy metal, something you don't want to mess around with, especially ingesting. So my 3 cents, I would play it safe. Just throw it out. Don't even worry about. Yeah, it's not even going to be like $2 to $3 in terms of trying to get a refund or fight for a refund, or try to replace, return it to the store. So definitely just toss that out. But I'm not sure who's in charge of the quality control department, but again, one of the most hazardous substances in terms of especially food consumption. One would think you have someone, I don't know if they necessarily need to be their only job in life to be, test lead, but one would think of all the quality assurance you'd have lead testing be one of the largest subject matters. So definitely not up to par with the quality assurance departments at these manufacturers. And unfortunately, it's already been sold. So gotta say, and then another issue is when you're a retailer, you're also supposed to scrutinize the price that you're selling. In this case, Dollar Tree, one of the most prominent resellers on that list. And if you're getting a product in your store, you got to be aware, make sure it's just safe to put on the shelves. So a little bit of culpability on their part, or a little faux pas on their part. So unfortunately, Dollar Tree and the ground cinnamon having lead contamination, I gotta say that is certainly the business blunder of the day. Thank you everyone for taking the time to tune in. Again, trying to get to 4,000 subscribers by the end of the month. So if you could click that button, I would greatly appreciate it. Also, leaving me a thumbs up, a thumbs down, or a comment is a great way to give me some additional feedback, letting me know how I can make the show better and better. Lastly, don't forget to take the time to tell your family, tell your friends, tell your coworkers, heck, tell your enemies, tell anyone and everyone. Just stay safe and fight the good fight.